Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nicole Nalepa on this November 11th Veterans Day. It is 7 a.m. and we are following all of your top stories. We want to start you off with breaking coronavirus news from overnight. Texas is now the first state to hit 1 million cases of COVID-19. Now, to put that into perspective, if Texas was its own country, it would rank 10th in the world for cases. And this comes as the entire nation deals with sobering records. Hospitalizations have reached an all-time high at over 61,000. In the last day, Johns Hopkins University reported nearly 120,000 more Americans tested positive. And the American Academy of Pediatrics is reporting the highest weekly increase in cases among children since the pandemic started. Now, here in our state, Connecticut is seeing a spike in COVID cases as well. So here are the latest numbers. The state now has a 6.7% positivity rate. In the last day, 9 more people have died and 52 more people are in the hospital this morning. Also this morning, some hospitals are taking special precautions to try and slow the spread. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Nicole has the latest on those changes.
The goal is to help stop the spread of COVID-19 and protect those who are already vulnerable and recovering in the hospital. So Trinity Health of New England made the change to restrict visitors at all 5 hospitals, including St. Francis in Hartford and St. Mary's in Waterbury. So did Yale New Haven Hospital. Doctors there say they saw a spike in admissions over the weekend. And it all comes as Connecticut has seen a surge in positive coronavirus cases in recent weeks, and now hospitalizations are catching up.
The admissions now are a reflection of where we were in terms of COVID cases 2 to 4 weeks ago in Connecticut.
Nicole, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has updated its mask guidance. The CDC now says masks protect both the wearers and those around them from COVID-19. Previously, it was believed that mask wearing helped prevent infected people from spreading the virus to others. But the CDC now says that cloth masks are able to block the virus particles exhaled by the wearer, as well as block incoming infectious droplets from others. The agency cited a number of studies that found masks reduce the transmission of the virus by more than 70% in some instances. Now, this pandemic and recent rise in COVID cases is causing many school districts to make some tough calls. Shelton Public Schools says all schools there are moving to distance learning until 2021. And in Milford, some schools are going remote, that is, until next year.
Problem that is I don't like distance learning, so that gets pretty annoying.
Remote learning is not limited to local schools, though. Many universities across the state and the country are also deciding to have their students switch to remote learning after the holidays. Well, there have also been many changes to the sports this season at schools. New changes by the governor make it so kids can't travel out of state to play and teams can't host out of state teams either.
We're not having any of these interstate competitions at all, and they've been a source of spread.
We are concerned about, and I know maybe the governor isn't, is the emotional well-being and the social emotional well-being of our child. And, this is definitely his favorite thing to do.
Towns like Enfield have some kids who play on the team from out of state, so they're still trying to figure out what to do with that. Moving on now to an Eyewitness News exclusive. More than 500 students are quarantining this morning at UConn, and we have exclusive video of an event that some are pointing to as one of the reasons why. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aya Galal has more on the fallout.
Husky's Bar and Grill, 10 p.m. at night, Friday night.
This was the scene last Friday right by the UConn campus. You can see large crowds of students waiting to get in the tavern.
There's so many people that were in the tents there, as well as out in line waiting, and that's not including up above on the deck. There's so many people.
Eyewitness News spoke exclusively with the individual who took this video. With cases on the rise, she fears this may have been a super spreader event. This was the tavern's response when asked why the business stayed open past the 9:30 curfew.
We were given special permission by Eastern Highland Health District, which is essentially the Mansfield Town Health Department, to stay open past that hour because we had a pre-planned event.
Husky's Tavern canceled live entertainment for the rest of the semester. On Tuesday, UConn had its largest single-day increase in COVID cases. Now Tolland, Middlesex, Worth, Batterson, and Belden dorms are all in quarantine until November 20th. Aya Galal, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Another day of potential record warmth. Hi, everybody. Good morning. 7:05 on this Wednesday, Veterans Day. It is 11/11/20. All right, yesterday we got to 77 degrees at Bradley. Unbelievable. 70 in Bridgeport. That sent the old records packing. Today's records are 69 in both places, both set back in 1977, and both might fall. Yes, here's another record of the most consecutive days of 70-plus degree warmth in the month of November. The old record of 4 days in a row back in 1975 and 2015 got sent packing. On Saturday and Tuesday at Bradley, we had record-breaking highs. All right, our Channel 3 early morning radar scans to stay dry. Good morning, everybody. The typical overnight low is 35. It can get as cold as 12 degrees. That was set back in 1956. Is that unbelievable or what? Because take a look at the numbers out there. 61 in Danbury, Winstead 61. Remember, 35 is the typical overnight low. 62 in East Hartford, New Haven at 60. Enjoy the mild weather because it's not going to last forever. We do have a little bit of fog out there in parts of the state. 1 mile in Waterbury, 7 miles in Chester. Not too bad this morning, but just be careful. You might encounter a little bit of fog. And the roads are a little damp. It's humid out there this morning. Here comes the rain. It's marching into the screen and the left-hand portion of your screen as I widen this out. We got a lot more rain to get through down to the south and west, so when the rain gets here by later this afternoon through tonight, it could be particularly heavy. Here's our Hartford iCam. Kind of looking dreary out there this morning, right? With the sun trying to break on through the overcast conditions. Don't look for too much in the way of sun during the day today, but also don't look for too much in the way of rain until late this afternoon through tonight. Here are more temperatures for you. Look at these numbers. 64 degrees in Willimantic. That's the hot spot right now. Remember, 35 is the number you should be seeing on that map, and the winds are out of the southwest, anywhere from 6 to 9 miles an hour sustained. So mostly cloudy and mild to start. Rain later today through tonight and into tomorrow morning. And that rain could be particularly heavy. We could pick up a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch to an inch in parts of the state. Daytime highs today might top out in the low 70s. We just have to wait and see. Upper 60s, maybe some low 70s for the shoreline under mostly cloudy skies. Not as nice as it was yesterday, that's for sure, but still very mild. Here's Futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, showing us an hour-by-hour depiction of mostly cloudy skies through 5 p.m. And then here comes the rain. Really heavy at 9 o'clock tonight, really heavy at midnight, could even be some rumbles of thunder. And then overnight tonight, more showers continue through tomorrow morning, and then they'll kind of taper off. Tomorrow, maybe some partial clearing before more showers materialize on Friday. Cloudy and mild today with rain arriving in the afternoon and at night. Sun is up 6:36, sets at 4:33, and then your 7-day forecast after a night filled with heavy rain and mild temperatures. Your 7-day forecast includes 60 tomorrow, gets cooler and cooler. Partial clearing late in the day tomorrow. Friday, some showers around, 54 with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Saturday is the pick of the weekend. Sunday is not going to be horrible. We just run the chance for a shower late in the day through Monday morning. And then Tuesday, look at that temperature, 44 degrees with a chance for rain and wet snow showers. Ooh, that's chilly. 7:08 is now the time. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. More than a week after Election Day, President Trump is still refusing to concede the 2020 race for the White House. The president's legal team continues to pursue claims of widespread voter fraud in courts around the country. President-elect Joe Biden called that effort, quote, an embarrassment, but said the president's actions would not affect the transition. The fate of the Affordable Care Act is once again in the hands of the Supreme Court. The court heard arguments yesterday in the latest challenge to the landmark health care law. Now, based on their questions, a majority of the justices indicated that they oppose the idea of striking the ACA down in its entirety. A ruling is expected to come sometime in the spring. And the coronavirus stimulus package remains in limbo. Negotiations are still at a standstill, and the prospects of one succeeding remain uncertain in the wake of the election. Congressional sources say Republican leaders are against a proposal that would cost more than $1 trillion. Democratic leaders want twice that amount. National parks are saluting our nation's veterans and Gold Star families with free access to many of our landmarks. The Department of Interior says starting today, entrance fees for national parks will be permanently waived for veterans and their families who lost a loved one in service to this country. Here are some perks for veterans today. Dunkin' is saluting our veterans with some free food. So if you're a veteran, you can get a free donut today, and you don't even have to buy anything. You have to order in person. You can't do it on the Dunkin' mobile app. And this deal is at participating stores in every county except Fairfield. Over in Manchester, people will be gathering for a parade, a socially distanced parade. And the parade and color guard will start from the American Legion Drive at 10:30 this morning, and they'll march on to Manchester Memorial Hospital, where a ceremony will be held. Remember, if you plan on attending, you are asked to wear a mask. And in New Britain, they're honoring our veterans out of service at the World War I Monument. This all starts at 11 this morning at Walnut Hill Park. You can find out where some other events are taking place today to honor our veterans right on the Channel 3 app. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Wednesday morning, and a special thanks to all of those who serve and continue to serve. Have a great day, everyone.